Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I have another episode of Sunday Mailbox. This is a series I do on my channel where you guys submit me gaming-related questions or Battlefield-related questions, and then I give my humble opinion on those questions. And if you would like to submit your own, you can do so by sending me a YouTube message with the title line Q&A, and it could potentially be featured in an upcoming episode. So the first question is, and it's a quick one, what do you think about the TV missiles after the recent patch? Do you think that the guaranteed one-shot kill is overpowered? I personally find it very frustrating when driving in a tank just to be taken out from 600 meters away by an enemy chopper. Yeah, I completely agree with you, and it looks like DICE agrees with you as well. DICE has recently had a small patch that has nerfed the damage of the TV missile and also buffed the armor on the tank, so they're not taken out as quickly. I have been flying in the attack helicopter a lot recently with level cap, and I have to say that using the TV missile, while it's not the easiest thing to use to line up a shot, it's not that bad, and getting those one-shot one kills all the time, I can see where that would get extremely frustrating as a tank driver. So I'm glad that they have changed it back to a more reasonable amount, and now it just disables your tank when you get shot by the TV missile, which I think is a really nice sweet spot because it really was overpowered. So the next question is, do you think the support class is now overpowered? With the recent patch, many of the LMGs have gotten a damage boost from 30 to 34 damage. The bipod got a buff significantly with recoil reduction and overall ease to deploy, and the edge with the suppression. Now most LMGs have 3-shot capability, the ability to lock down an area easily with the bipod while pre-firing down a hallway. Suppression prevents anyone from being able to counteract. With damage and the bipod's buff, the support class can kill people from long range. I understand that DICE is trying to make the support class a viable option, but I think they went too far. What is your opinion? So yeah, you are right with a lot of that stuff, but I really don't think that it made it overpowered. Yes, they got a damage increase, the bipod is now much more powerful, and it's just a much more user-friendly attachment. Before, hardly anyone used it because it really kept you stationary, and that left you vulnerable to snipers. It promoted camping, and it really wasn't that fun. Now with the bipod changes, you can be much more mobile, you can switch positions much more frequently, and overall it's just a much more enjoyable experience when using that attachment, and you don't have to use the foregrip only in that slot now. I think that's good. So you also mentioned in here that the LMGs got a slight increase to their damage output, and that's absolutely correct, but I really don't think that that makes them overpowered in really any sense. Sure, the PKP can kill someone up close in 3 shots, but it also has a slow rate of fire, so if you're still going against someone who's using like the F2000 AEK, I would put money on the AEK. He's probably going to take you out a lot faster than the player with the PKP. It just kind of puts it more in line with the other weapons, because before, really, no one ever used the support class, and even now, I really don't think that a lot of players are using the support class that often. I think it's a much more viable option, and it's much more enjoyable, but for the most part, people are still sticking with Engineer, and they're sticking with Assault. The support class and the Recon class, at least in my opinion and in my experience, are the ones that are used less frequently on the battlefield. Your experience may be different, but for the most part, I really don't play on Operation Metro. I play on large open maps like Caspian Border, but even on maps like Grand Bazaar, I don't run into this problem that often. Sure, there are players that are using the light machine guns with the bipod, and it's a little frustrating when they are able to take you out really quickly because they're just camping in one area, but you know, you can work around that, you can flank them quite easily and take them out, and overall, I don't feel like the support class now is overpowered. Do you see lots of players only using the support kits now because it's overpowered? That's a really good indication. If you see a lot of players going for a specific class or a specific weapon, it's kind of a good indication that that weapon or that kit is really powerful, but I just don't feel like that's the case for the support class. If I could be wrong, if you guys have experienced something different, let me know in the comment section below, but that's just kind of my gut feeling. And like I said, they are going to nerf the suppression effect, hopefully in the near future. We can only hope. The final question for today is, do you think DICE should implement something for people who do not play the objective and have no value for their team? For example, I was playing Rush Attack and my team had 4 snipers lying on the carrier doing nothing but sniping. Needless to say, we lost the round, and I think there needs to be something that prevents people from doing this. It ruins the experience for others, and they should stick with Team Deathmatch. So DICE can do a couple of things to prevent this from happening. One of the things I think they need to do is to completely eliminate or significantly reduce the bonus, the marksman bonus, which, if you're not aware of what it is, essentially if you get a headshot with a bolt-action rifle from a distance, you are going to get the marksman bonus. And it's a pretty substantial amount, too. So if they eliminated that and also gave more points for using the spawn beacons effectively, so basically having people spawn on it, and also giving more points for motion assist from the MAV or the tugs, it would give players an incentive to get closer to the objective and actually use those tools effectively, and they would get more points for it. I mean, really, you're not going to get anyone to stop sniping from the carrier if that's what they want to do, and they don't care about the points, they don't care that it hurts their team. That's just what they want to do. They want to shoot people from an extremely far distance. And that happens. Players do have that mentality, and there's really nothing you can do about it. But for everyone else, I truly believe that if DICE disincentivized the marksman bonus or just completely eliminated it and gave more points for motion assist, not only would Recons play closer to the objectives, but they would use their equipment much more effectively. They would place down tugs and MAVs in optimal or more effective locations because they're actually getting points for it, and they're getting incentivized to use abilities and tools that are going to get them points and also help out their team. So yeah, if they did that, I think it would be a step in the right direction, and we wouldn't have as many people way off in the boonies doing their thing, trying to get those long ball shots. Yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about these topics. I love hearing your guys' ideas. But if you guys could do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.